psychologist or sociologist. If his was to listen to me, he ended up leaving the Klan, and there's his robe right there. I am a musician, not a psychologist or sociologist. If I can do that, anybody in here can do that. Take the time to sit down and talk with your adversaries. You will learn something, and they will learn something from you. When two enemies are talking, they're not fighting. They're talking. It's when the talking ceases that the ground becomes fertile for violence. So keep the conversation going. Thank you all very much.
All right. Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Double honors unto the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and shalom to the elect. What you just heard was a clip from from TED Talks. They do like so-called, inspirational or very smart, I guess you could say, talks. They have posts on there and stuff, and they do different conversations with the crowd, whatever. And now what you're seeing right here was, as you can see, as the title says, why I, as a black man, attend KKK rallies. Now, long story short, you can go back and watch the video. I just got done watching it, or you don't gotta watch the whole thing. But long story short, this dude got friendly with one of the heads of KKK, and eventually, you could say that he persuaded him to quit the KKK. And as you heard at the end of the video, he spoke about that you got to sit down and talk with your adversaries, and when you're talking, that it is no longer fighting. All right, and he basically, what he's promoting, and this came out last year, but it's still heavily relevant. Basically what he's promoting is that you got to join hand to hand with your enemies, and that eventually everything will all work out. He would this guy would attend KKK rallies, and he's very friendly with all the people of the Ku Klux Klan and stuff. He was friendly with the head dude that he mainly talked to would come over his house sometimes. They would eat food together. This guy's a musicianist. They would go see his band. Now this guy, whether the head KKK member or Salakia, this guy right here could be an Edomite. You never know. All right, but from what I can tell, he's a Jake. He had a music band, and he was on the stage grooving and whatnot. But what he's promoting, and what 437 people just got put into their minds, this video is for you guys, that there is no joining hand to hand with Esau. All right, there is no talking with Esau, the so-called white man, or any of these heathens. All right, because if you do even the slightest bit of research, you should feel disgusted by some of the things that they did to us. All right, all the stuff that they did to us in slavery, unless there's a compensation for that, which there is it's them going into slavery. All right, but unless you understand that, there is no talking and sitting down with the enemy. And this was just going to be a quick video, because I already did a woe unto you that joined hand to hand with the enemy. I'm just going to make this a part 2, and I might do other video topics from that video, because there's lots of good points that he made that you can just tear into pieces, with the word. But I want to get Romans 9, because we got to see what the Lord said, how he feels about Esau, because this guy's trying to promote coming together and loving your enemy, and you sitting down and talk. There's eventually times that we're coming into, people are really going to see that the so-called white man, is the enemy of the earth. All right, is the enemy of nature, and no one's going to think about joining hand to hand, all right, hand to hand with them. All right, absolutely no one. The time that we're coming into. All right, but we've been saying this from the beginning. But let's see what the Lord has to say about how he feels about Esau. All right, this is Romans 9 and 13. All right. This is Romans 9 and 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid, meaning no. So it's not unrighteous to hate people. And specifically, who do we hate? We hate Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, the, there's is literally is endless amount of things that they did to us and that they continue to do to us. All right, these people that he's at these rallies and they're saying nigger this, nigger that, and this guy's just sitting up there all cool and chill. That's the type of people that's about to be destroyed. All right, I'm just gonna be real with you. That dude, unless he repents, all right, unless he understands that there's hate for a reason, that we, the men of the Lord, are racist, because the word racist means race is obviously your nationality, and ist means you're for something. So if you're racist, that means you're for your race. So once he understands that the true men of the Lord are racist, unless he understands that, all right, this guy's going to be destroyed. All right, because he's a part of the problem. He's a part of the problem of Israel right now, trying to get all cuddly with the so-called white man. All right, let me get just in case you don't think hate is in the scriptures, even after me reading that, let me get something else. Let me get more. You know, this is Amos 5:15. Hate the evil. All right. Matter of fact, because we got dummies out there. This is in the holy scriptures. All right. Hate. We all know what the word means, but I just got to bring it out. To be hateful. To hate. Hater. One hating. Enemy of persons, nations. That's right. We hate the so-called white man as a nation. And that's not to be confused with the confusion of faces among them. Like there's confusion of faces among every nation. All right. But in general, Esau, Edom, the true Edomites, we hate them. They are a nation of people. All right. Amos 5:15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord, may be that the Lord, power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. All right, and hate the evil was talking about you 2/3 as well. All right, that heavy nigga, that nigga that you just seen on the screen. All right, unless he gets right with the Lord, this dude is a part of the 2/3. All right, because he's contributing to the problem. So he's someone we're supposed to hate right now as well. All right, it goes for our people and it goes for the so-called white man. Okay, and I'm gonna end it with this scripture. Lord willing, I can find it. You know, I just did this off the on the go, so bear with me for a second. And plan any of this ahead. Let's see if I can get it right here. How'd it go? Actually, I'm gonna end it with this. This this Proverbs 58 and 5. 58 and 3. Yeah. 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right. And you can that also goes into how they cause their tongue to fall upon themselves. But the reason I brought this out is because they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And what that so-called black man fed into, if you when you watch the video, he read multiple books dealing with racism and Nazis and blah blah blah, all that garbage. But his mind was fed with the lies of the so-called white man, that there is hope for two races to join together, and his mind was fed with us the lies so much, right? Even when this guy himself got rocks and stuff throughout his head when he was younger, his mind was altered so much by these so-called white people and their lies that they spewed out that he even attended his enemy's rallies against him. He attended the enemy rallying and throwing up curses to whatever gods they worship against him, his own people, man. You gotta be bugged out for that. Like that's some weird, messed up stuff right there. But that was mainly the point of the video I wanted to make. Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashim Shai, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the whole full like.